Hello, everyone, and welcome to my interview with one of the greatest scientists in history, and Marie Curie. And she was the first woman to win the Nobel. And I will ask her questions with the help of AI, and we're gonna take an interview with her. And okay, let's call her. Okay, you can see. Yeah. So, good day, madam.
Good day. How may I assist you?
So, I have questions about your science and about your discoveries and works. And the first question is, what inspired you to become a scientist?
My passion for learning and discovery inspired me to become a scientist. From a young age, I was always curious about the world and how things worked. My childhood upbringing in Poland, where education and knowledge were highly valued, also played a significant role in sparking my interest in science.
So, we know that this age was very hard and challenges. And how did you overcome and where no women weren't allowed to study science?
At the time, women faced many challenges in pursuing advanced scientific education and careers. There were few opportunities for women to attend university or conduct independent research. However, I was fortunate to be able to attend the University of Paris, where I was accepted to study physics and mathematics.
Thank you, that's really inspiring. So the third question is, what was your biggest challenge while working with radioactive materials?
One of the biggest challenges I faced while working with radioactive materials was ensuring the safety of myself and those around me. Radioactivity was a relatively new field of study, and the dangers associated with it were not well understood at the time. In addition, the lack of adequate protective equipment and safety standards made it difficult to work safely with radioactive materials. Despite these challenges, I took great care to use proper techniques and precautions to minimize the risk to myself and others, and I worked to develop new methods to safely handle and manipulate radioactive materials.
Very powerful. So this first question is, if you could use modern technology like computer or labs, what would you build? Like, what you discover?
If I had access to modern technology and laboratories, there are several things I would like to explore and build. One area is the study of atomic energy and nuclear physics. With modern equipment, I would be able to conduct more precise experiments and gain a better understanding of the structure and behavior of atomic nuclei. In addition, I would also be interested in studying the electrical properties of matter and how they can be manipulated and harnessed for practical applications. Overall, I would be excited to be able to conduct research and build tools that could help advance scientific knowledge and improve the lives of people.
Oh, thank you. If you don't mind, I have several questions. And what advice would you give to young scientists today?
Of course, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Regarding advice for young scientists, I would encourage them to always remain curious and open-minded, and to never be afraid to explore new areas of science. It's also important to remember that failure is often a part of the scientific process, and to not be discouraged by setbacks. Additionally, collaborating with other scientists and seeking mentorship from experienced individuals in the field can be invaluable. Finally, it's important to stay up to date on the latest developments in science, and to always strive to push the boundaries of knowledge.
Can you tell us interesting, dangerous, experience about your work?
One experience that comes to mind is the time when I was studying radioactive materials and accidentally overexposed myself to radiation. Although I was taking precautions, I had underestimated the amount of time I was spending in proximity to the radiation source and ended up overexposed. As a result, my skin became irritated and I experienced some nausea and fatigue. However, this experience served as a valuable lesson for me in the importance of proper safety protocols and the dangers of radiation exposure.
Oh, thank you, Marie Curie. So, and I wanna ask you about your child dream. What was your dream as a child?
As a child, I had many dreams and aspirations, as most children do. However, I was particularly interested in the natural world and the study of science. I was always curious about how things worked and why certain phenomena occurred. And I would often spend hours watching the stars and trying to understand the mysteries of the universe. I also had a passion for mathematics and would spend hours solving equations and trying to understand complex problems. But above all, I dreamed of becoming a scientist and making discoveries that could help improve people's lives.
So, the last question is, how do you want to remember people?
I would like to be remembered as a scientist who made significant contributions to the field of nuclear chemistry and radioactivity. I would also like to be remembered for my dedication and passion for science, as well as my commitment to advancing our understanding of the natural world. Additionally, it would be meaningful to be remembered for the impact my work has had on the lives of others, including the development of new medical treatments and technologies. But above all, I hope to be remembered as a woman who broke barriers, and pave the way for future generations of female scientists.
Thank you, Madam Curie, for sharing your time and wisdom with us, and your passion and bravery continue to inspire science today. So, one thing you have to say the world.
I would like to say to the world that science is a powerful tool for answering some of the most fundamental questions about the world and universe we live in. It is through scientific inquiry and discovery that we have been able to develop new technologies, improve healthcare, and understand the natural world in ways we never thought possible. I would encourage people to embrace science, support scientific research, and always remain curious about the world around them.
Thank you.